Trojan family, what's up, man? USCJ here. It's the top of the morning. Listen, I hope everybody is getting ready to get up, get out, and make some things happen this morning. Listen, you say, USCJ, why you dressed up, man? Well, listen, I'm about to get ready and go to the house of the Lord, man. But listen, I want to give this to you real quick before I get out of here, man. Listen, it's USC's linebacker group, right now, the one that we have, the best that we've seen in a while. Are they the best that we've seen all time? You guys already know the answer, but we're going to talk about it, man. We're going to talk about some of the guys that we have here. And then I want to compare them guys to some of the guys that we've had in the past, just to kind of let you guys understand and realize the history with USC linebacker group, crews, and USC linebacker depth that they've had. Listen, they're no strangers to having a loaded linebacker room. And listen, it has to be competition that's taking place, and you have to have a competitive attitude, man. So look, we're gonna take a look at all these guys, man, because a lot of times, sometimes they see linebackers, multiple linebackers that play the same position, and a lot of times people say, oh well, why wouldn't this guy transfer? Why wouldn't this guy do this? But I'm about to get ready and show you guys who USC had in one linebacker room. It was absolutely insane. And we're going to compare and contrast, and we want to see if these guys can kind of catch up to them that we've had in the past, man. So let's take a look at that, man. Let's take a look at the guys that we have now. Let's take a look at some of the guys that we had in the past. All right, so here is the USC linebacker room, which was absolutely insane. And look, we're going to talk about it, man. This is Brian. The first one we want to talk about, man, is Brian Cushing, man. And I want you guys to notice the size of these guys. These guys were an insane size. Brian Cushing was 6'4", 245, and actually, man, he started at I believe they had him starting at defensive end, and then he switched over to strong side linebacker, man. This was in 2008, man. So he was 6'4", Brian Cushing, 6'4", 245. Absolutely ridiculous, man. In 2006, he was appearing in 13 games. He had 57 tackles, including a team best 13.5 for loss of 52 yards, with 4.5 sacks for a minus of 33 yards. So that is Brian Cushing. Let's look at Ray Maluga. All right, this is Ray Maluga. I want you to notice his size as well, 6'3", 250 pounds. And look, this guy he was a huge big-time player as well. In 2007, he appeared in 13 games, starting all but the Notre Dame game. And look, he had 79 tackles, including 10.5 for loss of 40 yards with 6 sacks and minus 32 yards, plus a fumble recovery, and plus an interception. So look, this guy had a huge productive USC career, but these guys were all in the same room. So you're talking about, they were upwards of, none of them less than 230 pounds. Let's look at Matthews. All right, Clay Matthews, 6'4", 230 pounds. And look, this guy, man, Matthews, he was a backup. It says he was a backup linebacker and special teams player as a junior in 2007. Overall in 2007, while appearing in all 13 games, he had 17 tackles, including 3 for loss of 23 yards, plus 2 forced fumbles, 1 deflection, and 2 blocked field goals. So look, you talking about a very, very competitive room. Not to mention, you still have someone like Keith Rivers. I mean, you guys. I mean, this is Oscar Lua. All these guys. This was a very, very competitive room. So look, USC is not new to competitive linebacker room. And you see, and if you guys remember, the linebackers were so good, they put this on, I think this was Sports Illustrated cover. They put these guys on Sports Illustrated cover because this was kind of a unique situation to have all these guys at one time. Now, let's take a look at who we have now. And look, can they come up to this level? I think they can. But look, It's going to take some grinding. It's going to take some hard work. It's going to take some lifting in that weight room to make it happen. But do they have the potential? They have the potential to be some good linebackers. Let's take a look. All right, so this is our current group right now. This is the current group, and you got Tacky Curtis there. We believe in him. We believe that he's going to make some things happen. We believe that he's going to rise to the occasion. He's going to shine. And look, I think he has a lot of potential to be just like those guys we just discussed: Clay Matthews, Brian Cushing, Ray Maluga, man. So I really do. I think that we know the second one, Eric Gentry. We know that he got hurt. We understand that. We believe that he's working on his craft right now. Not the craft of movement on his feet, but just the maybe possibly the upper body, man, just to get himself a little bit heavier, just so he can be physically fit when he comes in. And then we even Mason Cobb, we know what he did at Oklahoma State. We believe that he's going to step his game up as well. Then you look at Shane Lee as well. He has experience. He's been there in college for 5 years now, 5 or 6 years. So look, he has the ability to to make some things happen as well. He already has the physical build. He's already a 240-pound guy. So look, and then you got Garrison Madden up top right there, man, and he's picked up some weight. So I'm thinking he's like 220 something now. And then the guy I really want to talk about is Rajon Davis, man. If you guys remember, and I'm getting ready to show you guys in a second, I did a video about him right after those guys got hurt. I believe this group has the potential to be something special. And look, you guys know, if you guys remember last year in fall camp, the coaches, the media asked Shane Lee, who's the most impressive guy to you? And look, Shane Lee said, man, Rajon Davis, he was explosive, lateral movement, side to side. So Rajon has the ability. I think he has his potential. I believe his ceiling is all the way up there. And look, I actually picked him after these guys went out, did a video about 4 months ago about him. And here's the actual cover of the video I did of him. And this was the title of it, Rajon Davis' Time Has Come. And how does Caleb measure up? This was just the whole video I did. But if you look at the bottom, that's October 26, 2022. And this was right after Gentry, Shane Lee, all those guys went out. I made a video about Rajon and said, look, Rajon, time has come. However, for whatever reason, I have no idea, they did not put him in. And we didn't see him all the way, really, for the most part, to the Tulane game kind of break out. So, look, I still believe that same Rajon that I made a video about in October 26, 2022 is the same Rajon that could step up and do his thing, man. So, look, you guys hit me in the comment section. You guys tell me what you think. This group has the ability, I believe, to step up and be special and live up to their potential. All right, so that is USC's old linebacker room and USC's future linebacker room. Look, you guys hit me in the comments. Let me know what you think about that, man. Listen, Ray Maluga, think about that, man. Clay Matthews, Brian Cushing. Listen, not to forget about Keith Rivers, not to forget about Oscar Lua. Look, USC has always had these big-time linebackers, man. But when you talk about a linebacker room, man, listen, USC is no stranger to having a strong linebacker room, man. And look, those who are the most competitive, those who are work the hardest, man, those are the ones that's going to get the spot, man. Look, when you look at those guys right there, how they battled it out, man, and all of them seen the NFL. And listen, all of them saw success in the NFL, man. So I want to know what you guys think about that, man. And listen, I think the guys we have here are very capable. I think Eric Gentry, I think Rajon Davis, I think Mason Cobb. I mean, you look at all these guys, man. I think Tacky Curtis, you look at every guy, Garrison Madden, not to mention, forgot about Chris Thompson Jr., him as well. So look, we got the guys here, I think, that can be a very competitive. Look, when you're talking about potential, I think potential, these guys can be a great core group. And when you look at the way college football is now, when you look at the wear and tear on the body, and when you look at how these defenses, offenses rather, run crazy stuff, man, sometimes you need to rotate these guys out. Guess what? We now have the depth to rotate these linebackers out. We now have the depth to kind of keep going back and forth with the D linemen, the linebackers. We have the depth now to move and groove in the right direction, man. And I think this is what's going to make the USC team different. This is what's going to make the USC defense different. When the USC linebackers went out last year, we did not have that depth. So look, man, you guys hit me in the comment section. You tell me what you think. What do you think the potential is? What do you think the ceiling is for these linebackers that USC has right now? Tell me what you think, man. Listen, until later, man, everybody stay blessed, man. Make sure you guys get up, get out, and make some things happen today, man. Until later on, fight on, fight on, fight on.